She's the one that you go to when you feel like you've exhausted all other avenues and you're looking for direct sales coaching that gets you quick results. With her tough mama bear strategies, plus her fun, funny, exciting, and outrageously crazy energy infused coaching, she's going to take you from running like a chicken with its head cut off to creating a symmetry between your life and business. Here to help you double, triple, and 10 times your direct sales income, she's Power Coach Alishia. Hey there, I'm Power Coach Alishia, and welcome to the Direct Sellers Rockcast, where you're going to learn direct sales the smart way. There's no fluff, no handholding, and no bullshit here, just simple systems for your direct sales success. Seriously, I just recorded 10 minutes and my microphone was off. Welcome to the Direct Sellers Rockcast. It's Power Coach Alishia here, and today we are talking about whether or not two direct sales businesses are better than one. Now, if you have not listened to the last episode, I highly recommend that you go and check it out because we talked about the 9 steps to doing 5 parties in one night. And that episode actually wrapped up our 5-part booking series where I give you all the tips, tricks, tools, and strategies to fill your calendar with parties. So go back and check out those episodes because they are going to rock your world. All right. So I get asked all the time, do you think people can be successful doing more direct sales business than one? And I'm like, oh, here we go with this question again. It's seriously like the great debate every single time somebody asks me because you literally have one person who's doing 31, Origami Owl, Pure Romance, Peak Zebra, and Mary Kay. They're doing all of them at one time, and they want to believe that they can be successful at them all. And then on the other hand, I see like a bajillion people who are struggling immensely just to have success in their one, let's say, Norwex business. So today, I'm going to lay it all out for you in such a way that you can make your own decision on whether or not having two direct sales businesses is better than one. Now, by now, I'm sure that you've heard me say, especially if you listen to episode 1, which you can listen to again if you've listened to it. And if you haven't caught it, check it out at podcast.directsellersrock.com. But in episode 1, I talked to you all about why and how you need to be treating your business as a business and not some hobby that you get out of the house for to make a couple bucks. Well, it's so important because if you want to be successful, you've got to spend the time making a plan for your business, mapping out that plan, and then working that plan. And so I want to ask you a few questions to help you make an educated decision on whether or not you can really focus on one business at a time. Because when you're building a business, it takes a shit ton of time. It takes a shit ton of effort. It takes a shit ton of dedication, determination, and a lot of risk in investing in badass training that's going to get you the results that you want. And when you invest in that training, you've got to spend the time trusting it and implementing it to get the results. So here's the even bigger questions that I have for you. Do you have the time to split between two businesses equally? Do you have the gumption, the drive that you need inside of you to make the effort that you've got to split between both of your businesses equally? Do you have the dedication to split between both of your businesses equally? Do you have the determination? And are you willing to take the same risks on both businesses to have quality success? Here's what I know. No single person, not even me, Power Coach Alishia, can say yes to all of those questions. You want to know why? Because the key word in the question is equally. When it comes to doing two things at one time, something always gets more time, effort, dedication, determination, and risk than the other. So that's why I highly discourage that you build two businesses from the ground up, especially two direct sales businesses, from the ground up at the exact same time. Now, for me personally, with my companies, I have Rockstar Direct Sales. I have my Power Coach Alishia business. I have my virtual assistant firm. But here is what sets me apart and makes that different. I'm not building all those businesses by myself with the same market of people. I will repeat that. I'm not building all those businesses by myself with the same market of people. Okay? So Rockstar Direct Sells, aka Direct Sellers Rock, is a very solid business. It's not a baby anymore. Yes, we're always tweaking and building and creating it and making it even more badass, but it isn't a baby anymore. So I have a team of people who help me run it, right? I get to do these amazing podcasts with you, and then I get to focus my attention in building my baby now that needs a lot of the risk, determination, dedication, effort, and time, which is Power Coach Alishia, right? And by diverting that attention, Rockstar Direct Sales, aka Direct Sellers Rock, is still kicking major ass. We're still growing. We're kicking ass in this podcast, right? We're reaching millions of direct sellers who need to know that there's a more awesome way to build their business. However, I am not putting in that crazy amounts of time and effort that I have to with my Power Coach Alishia company that takes that because it's a baby, right? So if you want to know when you should, quote unquote, do two businesses, that's if you get one built in such a solid, badass structure that when you divert your attention, that current business still rocks and rolls and kicks major ass. But here's the challenge with that in the direct sales world. Your direct sales business always requires you to be active on a pretty consistent basis. When you stop doing parties, you stop getting recruit leads, you stop building your team. When you stop doing parties, you stop making consistent money, you stop building your team consistently, your residual income goes down. When you are doing parties, you're consistently getting recruit leads, you're consistently building your team, and you have to consistently spend your time focusing on and leading that team. As soon as you divert your party attention for a prolonged amount of time, you will notice you've got to start over, build. You lose your leadership rank. There's all these things that happen. Even the most successful direct sales leaders who are kicking major ass are still doing 4 parties a month. Right? They're still out there in the trenches. And here's the other thing. In the direct sales world, your target market builds itself, right? Your target market ends up being the people of your people. So, how do you, on social media, build a whole other secondary, not secondary, but that's funny, hashtag secondary. I'll know if you listen to this episode, if you go to the Direct Sellers Rock community, and you can reach it by going to directsellersrock.com. If you go there and you do hashtag secondary, I'll know that you're listening to the Rockcast here. But if you're building that secondary business, right? Where do you get the new target market for that? You have one Facebook profile, you have one Facebook group, you have one Facebook page, and of course you can build a new one, but then you've got to figure all about like Facebook ad world. You've got to target these people, and then there's a good chance that you're totally going against the rules. And once you get so high in leadership, and a lot of these companies, you're not allowed to have a secondary business anyways, right? So there's really no way to have more than one successful direct sales business, right? And here's the deal. When you have a badass successful direct sales business, you should be living the life that you want to live. So you don't want to inject all of that time into something else, unless that something else is you living your passion. But I don't recommend it's a secondary direct sales business. It should be you building like your own LLC company. And let me just say, it's about a 50 bajillion times harder to build a business as your own CEO and yourself than it is to build a direct sales business. Okay? And if I haven't convinced you enough, you really need to think about how this would work if you had two direct sales businesses. You post for two businesses on Facebook. They get more than one customer newsletter. Your clients become overwhelmed because they don't have any clue like what you're promoting for now. Okay? So when you're considering the possibility of building two direct sales businesses at one time, you need to consider it from all angles, not just from the angle of the direct sales consultant, right? Now, if you follow any of my training that I have for you and Rockstars, you know that there are specific steps that I teach you that you make money, right? Or on how you make money. And how you can make all that money by building a badass business. Now, if you're a client of mine, I want you to imagine following everything that I teach you in my different Rockstars programs for more than one business at a time. Like, how would that work? I don't even know how to tell you to make that work because it would be a psychotic, chaotic, overwhelmed, frustrating, stressful mess. Now, if you aren't part of Rockstars yet in the Rockstar world and you haven't dug into my training programs, then I want you to imagine yourself posting specials for two companies on Facebook, making your customer care calls for two companies. And at what point yourself do you get confused? At what point do you accidentally make a phone call for company A when you meant to make a phone call for company B, right? So I'm sure you get my point here. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, I do not believe that it is a good idea to run more than one direct sales business at a time. If you want to run it like a successful business, if you want it to be an entrepreneurial, literally entrepreneurial, successful business that you're running. Now, if you want it to be a hobby, do whatever the hell you want, right? So I'm letting you know that too. And by hobbyist, I mean merely for the discount. Just don't expect anybody to take you seriously as a business owner if you're buying into all these direct sales businesses, especially your partner. So that's something else that I hear all the time. How do I get my husband to support me and take my business seriously and, jump on board with me? Well, number one way, in my professional opinion, is to stop squirreling out on all these damn businesses ideas and just jump in with 2 feet and kick some major ass at the one that lights you up the most, the one you're most passionate about, the one that you believe in the most, the one that has the best compensation plan along with those other things, and just do that, okay? I'm serious. So we're going to be talking about coming up here in a future episode. I'm going to have a special guest on where we're going to be talking all about how you can get your partner to take your direct sales business seriously, how to get them on board, get their support, and have them show up side by side with you in this enterprise, this empire that you're building, instead of you feeling like it's always a battle. So just make sure you keep listening to the Direct Sellers Rockcast. And if you ever miss an episode, you can always find them at podcast.directsellersrock.com. Now, I do want you to know that in my experience, and I have done more than one direct sales business at a time. I've had 3 businesses at one time, okay? As when I was shifting my gears to being a direct sales coach, I still had to run my direct sales business, build my direct sales coaching company, and I launched a direct sales company. Okay, so I've had the actual experience with all my hard-hitting, go all in, balls to the wall, determination, focus-minded, structured personality. One business, always won. One business, always won. So here is the deal here. Maybe you need help with turning your Facebook contacts into profits. Maybe you need help with doubling your sales or profiting from Facebook groups or how to cultivate an amazing environment in your team Facebook groups or branding you, so that you can stand out, or learning how to be funny. Maybe it's just that you need some specialized attention to learn how to skyrocket your business. And if that's so, I highly recommend that you check out the rock camps that I have specifically designed for you as a direct seller who needs more individualized attention to help you skyrocket your business. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, any one of those topics, you're ready to be more funny, you need to brand yourself more so when people are like, hey, what do? You can be able to tell them what you do without stuttering and tripping over your words. Or maybe you're just ready to turn your contacts on Facebook into cash, or you have a team, but you don't know how to motivate them and lead them and cultivate an amazing team environment. You can learn how to do all of this, you and me and a few other people, inside of a rock camp. All you have to do is go to rockcamp.directsellersrock.com. That's rockcamp.directsellersrock.com. And look at what's there and sign up for one of the rock camps. They fill up really fast because I only allow 10 people. That way I can give you individualized attention and really help you with the challenges that you're facing and train you with some awesome tips, tricks, tools, and strategies to take your business to the next level. So again, that's rockcamp.directsellersrock.com. So if I haven't convinced you by now to go balls to the wall and follow my trainings, follow what I teach you in the Direct Sellers Rock Rockcast here for one business, then I'm never going to teach you. So I do want to know from you. I do want to hear from you. And make sure that you subscribe to me here on iTunes. You subscribe on YouTube, that you join the directsellersrock.com community and hang out with us and chat with me. Tell me, have you ever done more than one direct sales party plan business? And how did it turn out for you? I want to know how it turned out for you. Now remember that you can get all of the show notes plus take part in some badass training of past episodes by going to podcast.directsellersrock.com. That's podcast.directsellersrock.com. And coming up here for you in the next episode, I am going to be talking to you all about how to get people to take your direct sales business seriously. So if you've been wondering, how do I get my family, my partner, my friends, clients and hostesses and these people who I'm doing my best to do business with, to take me seriously and understand that this is my business. If you want to know how to do that, make sure you join me for the next episode where we're going to be talking all about how to get people to take your direct sales business seriously. Okay? All right, so just go to podcast.directsellersrock.com to snag up your show notes because there's some good junk in this show, and I know you're going to want to get them. So just go to podcast.directsellersrock.com. Do you feel like your direct sales business could use more fire? You've been running in the same party circles and need new blood. You've thrown away that list of 100, and you've gotten sidetracked by all the fluffy shit out there. Well, you're in the right place because for a limited time, you can own all the business growth courses, videos, checklists, scripts, graphics, templates, and cheat sheets that you need to consistently fill your calendar with parties so you never run out of bookings again, so that you can stop wasting time on Facebook and turn it into a cash machine. And boycott those Facebook parties to learn how to rock 1K online parties the smart way. All of this is just a sneak peek of how you can double, triple, and 10 times your income in the Ultimate Party Plan Profits Program, which is filled with simple systems to build your direct sales biz even bigger. So if you want more bookings on your calendar, cash from your Facebook efforts, and to rock $1,000 online parties, check out the Party Plan Profit Lab, which is your one-stop shop for every training you'll ever need to build a solid foundation for your direct sales business. To learn more and sign up before the doors close, go to profitlab.directsellersrock.com. That's profitlab.directsellersrock.com.